I am excited to watch another episode of Torchwood with you today for the very first time, and I gotta say, it keeps happening. This show is unique in all the things that I've reacted to, because whenever I go to edit the episodes, which basically means rewatching the episode again, I continuously like the episode more as I'm editing it than I did when I watched it. And we're talking like last week's episode where I genuinely liked most of the episode, but still I found myself enjoying it more the second time through. I don't know why that is. I can't explain it. With last week, I can kind of explain it. Part of it is I just needed some time to just struggle with it, to wrestle with it, and come to a place of acceptance that this is the story and it is what's happening. One of the things that stood out to me is Owen actually did an incredible job taking care of Gwen when she was shot. So like in that sense, I can see why she would open herself up to him in that moment after that experience. And so I'm kind of okay with it, although I was struggling because I really felt like the first 3 episodes, they were kind of setting up her and Jack, and then the scene in episode 4 with Owen felt so out of nowhere for me that it was jarring. But I've come to a place of acceptance. This is the story, and Owen was great last week. I still feel really bad for Gwen and all she's going through, but I also feel really bad for Reese. I know I predicted from the beginning that their relationship was not long for this world, but like when's he gonna find out, you know? I'm worried about that. I'm nervous. He just seems like the nicest guy in the world. I want the best for him. I want the best for Gwen too. And so I don't know if that storyline will be continued in this episode or not, but I am excited to see whatever this episode brings. And my screensaver just came on, so it means it's time to get into the episode, I guess. So let's watch this episode of Torchwood for the very first time. I've been very intrigued by all the different opinions and, varied thoughts on all these episodes, and so it makes me really excited to see where we go from here.
This your first time? The other's been teasing you, that it? My name's Mary, like the Virgin.
Although she's not. Whoa! I don't know exactly what's happening here, but it's interesting. Unlike last week, I suspect this will have something alien in nature. Did they take her? Nope, they did not. What did she see, though?
Doors have prayers.
I can't wait to find out how this impacts the current episode or the current timeline. Like, what was that? It's like the mini version of Thor's hammer. Wait, is that the woman who just got shot or didn't get shot? Does she have like a Captain Jack Harkness situation going on? Does she also not die?
How's our friend there?
She's dead.
Yeah, thanks, Quincy. She?
Okay.
About the size of her skull.
How long have they been here, Tosh?
Maybe that's someone else, because this would be the woman who got shot then.
I reckon she was shot.
Well, let's
Okay.
get her back to the hub and find out.
Oh, you're so light. You're like a girl.
I'm not light, I'm wiry. In fact, girls go mad for it. But I guess I don't need to tell you, you know?
Oh, it's so mean to do that and say that in front of Tosh, but it's Owen. They're not subtle at all. I feel like Gwen would maybe want to show a little discretion, but maybe she's not ashamed of her indiscretion. I don't know.
What happened to the computer?
Oh, I kicked out the plug.
What? We're supposed to be professionals. We've got a job to do.
She's right, you're right, Tosh. I'm sorry. Sometimes I think even that stick up your arse has got a stick up its arse.
I don't know. If I lost hours and hours of work, I'd be pretty upset too, Owen. Is this gonna be a Tosh-centric episode?
So the guy over there's been staring at me all evening, and I've told him he's wasting his time, but he won't listen. So I've come over to talk to you because I know how this ends. JD and Coke and Chico, what do you want?
I didn't tell you my name.
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing. I kind of know who you are.
This is creepy.
Parents in the RAF. Grandfather worked at Bletchley Park. Very impressive. Recruited to Torchwood 3 years ago.
She knows everything.
I shouldn't talk to you.
Clearly.
So go.
But she needs a friend right now, so...
What's most amazing? are the similarities with our own culture. And there's no one to talk to about this. I mean, the guys at work, they're great, but they don't see it the way I do. It's a pendant.
Put it on.
Ooh, I don't think you should... Uh-oh.
I'll drink one more, just drink slowly.
Does coffee count as food if you've got sugar? He tugs his groin.
Whoa! Oh, that's so cool. She can read thoughts now. I'm glad she put it on.
I can hear all of
Way of showing that to a doctor.
Home in on my voice. Shut everything else out.
This is so cool. What is her purpose in doing this?
You're thinking
That I want to kiss you. I'm sorry, that was...
no, look, it's...
Sometimes you can't control...
I know. It's fine.
Want you to keep it.
I can't, Mary.
Please.
I can't help but to be suspicious. Does she have a nefarious end? What the heck is happening?
I'll have to show it to the others.
I bet you don't.
And you know this from finding my CV on the internet.
No. Because I know the pendant.
It's addictive. I bet she's right. I mean, at the very least, she's gonna use it first. Find out some stuff she doesn't really want to know. I mean, that's how it goes, right?
Hey, Tosh. She better not go into one about the computer again.
On in. I've got something to show you.
Sure. Please don't make us sit through another slideshow.
Oh, sweetheart, the jeans and the boots thing has really kind of had its day.
Oh, yeah, this is awful.
She can be dead weird. Wonder what she'd be like in bed.
Smell Owen. I can smell him on me after that shag in his car this morning. That's twice now. Does that make it an arrangement? No, it has to be more than 2 times, surely. Long as we keep it to just the 2 times, we're fine. What's Tosh looking at? I wonder if I could get Owen to come down to the vault. No. Couldn't have sex in front of a weevil. I couldn't even do it in front of Trev Kendall's cat.
Forget it. It's,
Yeah, this is
No worries. Thanks for that rambling trip to nowhere, Tosh.
this is too much. They're so mean. Specifically Owen. Man, the stuff he says out loud is kind of tame compared to the stuff he thinks. My gosh.
Pain so constant that my stomach's full of rats.
Yanto.
Feels like this is all I am now.
Yeah. I mean, forget about the fact that it's a tremendous invasion of people's privacy. It's so rough to know all the knowledge. Oh, I don't ever want to be able to read people's thoughts. There was a time when I thought that would be one of the coolest things. I no longer think that.
these are people that are supposed to like me.
They do like you. People are complicated. I should have warned you about this. It isn't like reading someone's diary. Stuff they're not even aware they're thinking.
I wouldn't say your thoughts were exactly pure.
At least they're consistent.
Notice how they didn't let us hear those. Interesting.
That's pretty graphic.
That wasn't my thought.
What?
Oh, can't tell the difference. I still don't trust this woman.
Your birthday's July, right? Isn't it a little late to still have your cards up?
What?
Lots of love, Owen. Wouldn't be the first time I'd been a rebound shag.
Nothing's happened. Nothing will ever happen.
Especially after hearing his thoughts.
You need to go somewhere public, somewhere crowded.
What am I looking for?
It's like she's training her.
What's going on?
Yes.
Where did she get this?
I told you.
What is this whole thing about?
Who are you, Mary?
Philoctetes.
I'm gonna kill them. I'm gonna kill them.
Oh, see,
I'm
that's
gonna kill them.
that's the one. You should stop him. This is the burden of knowledge. Like, you can't ignore that, right? Should you call your team? This isn't really what they do. Is he gonna kill his family?
I want him back at 6. And I mean 6 this time. I don't want to go. Well, you have to.
I have.
Yep.
Oh my God, Neil, what are you doing?
I was thinking of the Isle of Wight. You remember?
No, don't, please.
It's okay, it's just like falling asleep.
No, it's really not. Maybe it is, I don't know, but it's awful. Oh gosh. Yeah! Thank you, Tosh.
Connected to the hip.
Oh, I was wondering if Captain Jack was in this episode or not.
Owen said this was a woman killed by a single gunshot.
I'd been there like a minute.
Since then, he's had to tweak some of his initial conclusions.
It was the soldier?
The first being that this isn't in fact
Aha.
a woman, but a man. Owen said GSW. The correct answer was...
Unidentified trauma.
So what did she do?
Do you know anything about Greek mythology?
A little why?
You ever heard of Philoctetes?
Philoctetes was an archer recruited to fight in the Trojan War. He got in an argument and was marooned on the island of Lemnos for about 10 years.
Just left there.
What's happening with that list for unit?
Unit.
What's happening with the thing you found on the building site?
No, don't tell her, don't tell her, don't tell her.
Boss is dealing with that.
Ah, that's why she's here. She's really most interested in her murder.
So, what's he found out?
I don't know. He's not said anything.
I mean, if he's keeping stuff from you, there's bound to be a reason.
Maybe some kind of ritual. You are gorgeous.
Why are you so bothered? Whoever did this is hardly a threat to society anymore.
You want to reevaluate that?
Don't mind you of anything.
That bit in Alien where that thing bursts out of John Hurt?
So I've just come from a really interesting conversation with a Detective Inspector Henderson. You saving a woman and her kid from being murdered by her ex-husband?
Yeah.
The guy they arrested, Henderson, said you heard him muttering to himself as he was walking along, and that's what tipped you off. That's weird. Because when I'm about to murder someone, I'm really careful not to talk to myself about it.
I mean, that's lesson one.
Tell him, Tosh, tell him.
I was wondering how you were getting on with this.
It's ongoing.
Does he sense it?
What?
She's just weirded out because she doesn't hear his thoughts?
I'm giving them the pendant.
Yeah, do it. Do it.
Toshiko, don't do this.
So they'll probably want to talk to you. Why do you care? It's the pendant they're interested in. They don't care about you.
I go in that place, I won't come out again.
They're not the Stasi. Look.
Yeah, but she's not exactly who she says she is. Holy crap.
I'll show you.
I don't think I want to see. Yeah, I do. What in the what?
This is why you can't tell them.
I'm wondering if she regrets sleeping with this strangely beautiful creature.
Still the person you kissed. The person you caressed.
Really, 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 really strange.
My world was savage.
And the pendant?
It's how my people communicate.
That's really cool.
Speaking orally. Using a prearranged and finite number of words. It's so archaic.
I feel insulted a little bit.
The machine you found is a transporter. It brought me here. It can get me home again. I need it back.
Giving it all we call in social services, just over a couple of bruises. Worst case scenario.
The weight of it.
Well, go share it with your team. That will help with the weight.
Like I'm drowning in ink.
Heart removed.
I can't forget the things I've seen, the things I've heard.
Heart removed. Heart removed.
Huh.
How far back does it go?
About 200 years. Is she gonna try to take Tosh's heart? Is this her weird ritualistic serial killing?
I can't be a part of it any longer. I don't know what to do.
Get me into Torchwood.
I think she was serious, genuine, like she wants to use her to get home, right? Not just to get another heart? I don't know. I can't believe she let her in Torchwood. She's clearly under her influence, not thinking clearly.
Be quick. I've a long journey ahead of me. I might need something to eat before I go.
She's gonna eat her heart. Okay, good.
This is incredible.
It's a transporter. Mary was a political prisoner. She was exiled here.
I bet that story's not true after all. Half of it.
It's a two-man transporter. Room for one prisoner and one guard. You
Uh-huh.
want to tell us what happened to the guard, Mary?
I killed him, but I was disturbed.
Huh. Huh.
Then another came, a soldier. He tried to shoot me. So I plunged my new human hand into his chest and plucked out his heart.
And that's what you've been doing ever since.
This form needs to be fed.
Human hearts?
You killed all those people.
But I was safe, as long as I knew where the transporter was.
And then the machine was uncovered.
As soon as the air
Oh, I
touched
love
its
this.
surface, I could feel it.
I'm gonna go for it now.
Let her go, Mary! Let her go!
Not again, please, God, not again.
No fuss incisors.
Oh, Yanto.
I'll exchange Toshiko for that one. Your choice.
No, not Gwen.
Did you hear him? He didn't want to, did he?
She read my thoughts.
Whatever I've done, it doesn't change the way I feel about you.
You were gonna eat her heart. Psycho.
Toshiko, don't do anything until I say.
This is nice.
Okay, keep the knife, and I'll give you the
This is
transporter
good.
myself.
He's just gonna let her go.
He's not. Calm down, Owen. Trapped.
You smell different to them. What are you?
I don't know.
He's unique.
What's happening?
Oh, that.
Did he turn it on?
Has she gone home?
I reset the coordinates.
Where to?
To the center of the sun.
Oh.
Shouldn't be hot. I mean, we center there at night and everything.
You killed her?
Yes.
I mean, probably a fair sentence after how many people has she killed?
When did you have this, I don't know, ability?
Just a couple of days.
What did you hear?
A lot of it was noise.
And the rest?
The rest was none of my business.
No.
Good answer.
What I did was an invasion.
Yeah.
I wasn't in control. I realize that now. I have to live with this. Not what I heard, but what I did to you.
And my betrayal.
Great perspective from Tosh. Love that.
I'm living with mine. This should be my wake-up call. I should stop, but I won't. What does that say about me?
I'm not really in a position to make judgments.
This is what I'm saying, Tosh. Neither am I.
Honestly, though, instead of just living with it, end it with Reese. It's my 2 cents.
Don't let this put you off. The last couple of days, you've had a look about you. Love suited you.
I hope Tosh finds real happiness. Same for Yanto. Hope Gwen sorts herself out. Owen, we'll see.
What do we do with it?
Your call.
It's a curse.
Destroy it? I think that's a great decision. Took real strength. I wonder if Jack regrets that he let her make the call.
I don't know. Though I could feel you scrabbling around in there.
It's like you were dead.
Well, here's the thing about that.
I want that list for unit on my desk tomorrow.
Yes, back to real work.
What do bosses do in situations like these? Regular bosses. Do I get to beat people?
No.
We've got rules for that.
Red tape.
I asked her why she gave it to me. And she said after a while it gets to you. Changes how you see people.
How can I live with it?
There are some things we're not supposed to know.
Right.
You got a snapshot, nothing more.
I mean, the whole world.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
You know, what's interesting is going into the show, I thought we would really like get to know Captain Jack Harkness, and maybe we will eventually, but right now he's so much of a mystery, kind of an enigma. Very curious. I want the best for him as well, but real curious. I absolutely love that we got a Tosh-centric episode, and what is unsurprising to me at this point in the show is it came with much more complications than I would have expected otherwise. We see Tosh, whew, boy, oh boy. What would you do if you were given the ability to read thoughts? I think it would be addictive. I think most of us would definitely use it, even though we know on a level, we know it is an absolute invasion. Certainly it's wrong. Like, we're violating people if we choose to read their private thoughts, right? Like, it's absolutely terrible. If that was a thing that people could actually do, I'm sure that we would try to like regulate it and keep it from happening. But I feel so bad for Tosh, like, not only because she heard some awful things thought by specifically Owen, not only because she learned some things about Owen and Gwen that were so hurtful for her, but also like things like getting a peek into the pain Yanto carries around, the pain of the world, seeing the depravity and all of the various things she saw or heard just walking down the street. Like, that is so, not only the fact that, you know, she got literally taken advantage of by a alien / serial killer. Oh my gosh, like, man, she went through the ringer in this episode, and I feel horrible for her. But this is a really unique episode. I had a great time watching it. It was really intriguing. I can't wait to rewatch it when I go to edit this reaction to see how I feel about it. If it continued the trend of liking an episode more when I edited it, or if maybe this is one of the rare ones, so where I like it a little less. I don't know, but man, this episode was an experience. I thought the alien was really unique. Jack's solution well, I mean, even if he had just sent her home with the transporter, that would have been interesting. But sending her to the center of the sun, it's, you know, it's night, so it was fine, probably cool. It was a choice, and I think you know, you could certainly make the argument, or you could certainly argue whether or not it was a choice that was his to make. I don't know. All right, please tell me your thoughts on this episode. I want to know everything you think, and you know, that way I don't have to read your mind. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, consider checking me out over on Patreon or becoming a YouTube channel member. You can watch the next 5 weeks of reactions right now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.